Hello, everybody. We're back for more hot takes. I have Miss Danny. Danny
Hi,
Mystic.
I'm here. I'm ready.
We're going to be looking at all the requested tarot and oracle decks, and we're keeping it high and tight today because January and honestly December too was kind of a dead zone. I noticed for new releases, upcoming releases. I make no promises about the level that you're going to see. Other than that, I weed out the usual stuff. If it's somebody else's IP and it's not licensed, if it looks like just a money grab, obvious scam me stuff, that kind of thing, I weed all of that out.
Yeah.
But
we don't want that. We don't want the drama. We want the good stuff.
We want the good stuff. Yeah, exactly.
That's right.
So anyways, hello everybody and welcome. If you are new to this series, Hot Takes is essentially, well, our takes are we're like medium takes, because hot takes I think sometimes people think have to be kind of sassy. Sometimes we're sassy. Occasionally.
Sometimes we are sassy. But most times we're really nice. We're just those people.
Yeah. We sip adult beverages. And Danny is sipping.
I am sipping a hot toddy. When we went to
Dr. Pepper.
What'd you say?
We said it's Dr. Pepper. Is that Dr. Pepper? It's not Coke. I lied.
Oh, Dr. Pepper.
I had to correct myself.
I love Malibu. Matter of fact, when we went to our Mardi Gras ball, that's what we drank all night. We drank Malibu and pineapple juice because that's my favorite thing.
This is good news because that's what we're going to be having in Florida. I'm sure we're going to have at least one bottle of Malibu kicking around.
We'll get a bottle of Malibu. We'll just... I'm not going to say what I was going to say because then we'll get dinged, but we're going to mess it up.
Every time Dawn and I get together, it's Malibu and something. One time, we got together and we got Malibu, and then I also picked up a 4-pack of those shots that are pre-done, and it was buttery nipples, and I got really excited. We put them in her fridge. They might still be in her fridge.
That's so
we
funny.
Never got to them. It was fun. That was fun. So if you don't know what a hot take is, even though we still make our own rules. If you don't know, according to Wikipedia, a hot take is a piece of deliberately provocative commentary that is based almost entirely on shallow moralizing in response to a news story, usually written on tight deadlines with little research or reporting and even less thought. And since I haven't mentioned it in a while, I got this idea initially from Hannah Louise Posted, who makes beauty, lifestyle, and some fashion content. I still watch her channel religiously. I love her content. And so props go to her for the initial idea. She even mentioned the Wikipedia thing in her videos. It was fun. I just transposed it to tarot, and here we are. So
here we are. I love it.
Here we are. So what category? We actually have kind of even amounts. So you pick. What do you want to do first?
Let's go indie first, or Kickstarter or indie. Let's do that first, and then we'll do mass market later because we normally do mass market first. So let's switch it up. Here we go.
This has actually been up for pre-order for a while, and I have the first edition. This is the Earth, Moon, and Shadow second edition plus expansion pack by Rue and Vervain, who, if you don't know, is the team behind the Wisdom of Pooh tarot. Right. And so this pre-order is up now, and I think they're planning, I don't know if it says when they're planning to ship, but I want to say it was March-ish. I'm just checking to see if it actually says, and I can't find it. But I have a note on my spreadsheet, I think. Let me just double check that. But I'm pretty sure it says March-ish. But I don't know if that date has shifted at all because there have been just so many things in the world lately.
Right.
But
that's really cool that you can do 50% deposit, or you could pay in full.
So they've set it up for payment plans now. Do you have the first edition?
I do have the first edition. It's really, really lovely. Do we know how many are in the expansion pack? How much extra that you're getting in the expansion? Look, Professor Trelawney is going to come out again today. I'm going to...
Wait, what do you mean? Oh, is it your glasses? Get them on.
Yeah, I'm about to put my glasses on so I can see better.
You need to for this screen. Okay, so it's 48 in the original deck, and there's an additional 15 brand new cards. And it looks like the print quality is the same as the original, which is a really nice, it's kind of like a luscious indie cardstock that's got that I think, I'm just guessing, but I think it's I think it's a matte lamination because I feel like it has that kind of
yeah, it's kind of matte-ish. I mean, yeah, matte finish with a matte finish. So, yeah.
Oh, and there's a new box.
Oh, wait, that's a new one?
That's good because the first edition, the book was a slightly different size, right? The guidebook?
Yes.
So now the box and book are the same as size. Oh, now the box and book are the same size as the cards. The packaging's shrunk a little bit, and the box has a magnetic lid.
That's cool.
That's good. I'm not at
Because
this
the other
point,
one was a two-part, yeah?
Yeah, it's a two-part.
Yeah.
So this one is this is really an indie oracle deck designed for shadow work, and I do think it works really, really beautifully for that. This one and the Lantern Oracle, which is mass market, are my two main go-tos for shadow work. I really, really enjoy them. I'm mildly tempted by the expansion pack, which you may be able to buy separately. I don't I don't know.
I don't know
Can you buy
either.
it separately? Expansion pack only. Yes. So the
Oh.
expansion pack only is $49. I think this is US dollars. I feel like, see, for me, that's too much that's
For
too high of a
15
price
cards?
for the expansion. That's too expensive for me personally. So I'll probably just stick with my original first edition, to be
Yeah, me
honest.
too.
Yeah, but I want to see the cards because I don't remember the winter solstice. This one is called.
Don't remember that autumn equinox that was just shown earlier either.
Oh, these seem to be are these all seasonal? Hold on. Am I silly? I'm having a hard time with the font for some reason today. I haven't before. Winter solstice, fertile ground, the pain domain. That's really interesting that's
That
really,
is,
I feel like, for people in chronic pain or just going through something.
yeah.
I think that's really raw and visceral. I love that card. Spiritual surrender. Wait, no,
Or
spiritual.
sojourner?
What is my problem? Okay, I thought
Sandpaper.
it said sandpaper. I literally thought it said sandpaper. I'm like, there's no way that's right, but that actually is right. All right. I see you. And then we have the Curse of
Curses of
Narcissus. Ooh, vanity,
Oh.
self-obsession, hubris. Such a good word for shadow work.
Oh, yeah.
The Succubus. Oppressed,
Interesting.
depleted, drained. I think there's a spelling typo. They'll probably have that fixed. I hope they have that fixed. Guys, if you haven't noticed that, in oppressed, I think there's two piece. And then the cunning, which is discernment, shrewdness, wolf in sheep's clothing. There's the autumn equinox one. Oh,
That is
sorry.
beautiful.
Yeah, I love that. That's got like really cool vibes. I love
Yeah.
that. And it's not all negative cards, which I think is worth
No,
pointing out. And that's true in the base deck as well.
agreed.
Now,
There's a good mix.
I wanted to also point out there is a book. This is a whole separate thing. Here we go. Into the Shadows, A Path to Individuation. This is like, I believe, like a shadow work book. So it's almost
Oh,
like an expanded guide. No, not almost like. This is an expanded
is.
guidebook for the new edition of this deck. I mean, there's a lot going on in here. There's some
Oh, wow.
spreads. There's a
Some
spirit
spreads.
communication. Oh,
Some good
but
spreads, looks like.
yeah, I'm like trying to think, do I want this? Like, my problem is this. If I get this, I know it's probably going to have the cards that come in the expansion pack, which means then I would need to get the expansion pack. And then do you see the road that I'm
Yes.
going down right now? It's like
Yes.
the whole thing where, like, okay, if I want this, then I would also want that, which means I would also want this. And next thing you know, I'm in for like a hideous amount of money. Also, our Canadian dollar is trash right now.
Unfortunately.
It's so bad. So like I see 100 and I'm like, okay, I have to automatically add $50.
$50 to that. Like, that's bananas.
So
Like, that's bananas.
So if you want to do a deep dive, especially on a deck like this, it might be worth looking at. This one is probably
Or if you're really doing some deep shadow work right now, like if you really want to get into that, that's probably the best way to do it. For me, winter is hopefully waning soon. And I'll be out of this shadow time.
So this next one is coming out. Have you heard of this? This is same people as Dark Mansion Tarot, so the Taroteca Studio. This fairy tale journey.
No.
Oh wait, let me pop it up. I'm sorry. I'm always like, hey, have you seen this? And it's not even on the screen.
I've not seen it.
There you go. Okay, so I haven't shown you really anything yet, but look at the box first of all. It's like in a little book. I had a box like this from the Threads of Fate. Was it called
the Slavic Tarot has one like that too.
Oh, that's right. And then the Threadbound was the first one that I know of that did this. And then you're right, Slavic Legends did it, and now Fairy Tale Tarot. So I want to get into what the cards look like so you can see. So I found out about this one from my friend Tori. Hold on, share this tab instead. Okay. Let me bring it in so you can see. It's very like jewel toned and vibrant and whimsical. Look at the tortoise in the hermit. Can you see these?
Oh my God,
Please tell me you can see these.
Okay, so you know what it makes me think of? That acorn, that silver acorn.
Oh yeah, but like not
But
Halloween
not
themed, basically.
not
Yeah,
Academy, but like it's got some vibes like that.
it does have vibes like that. I really love the look of this. It feels very whimsical, but I don't feel like I need to know any particular story. So this is like the fire
Ooh.
suit. So it's very clear in the color palette that you're looking at fiery cards, which I
I
freaking love. So
love
it's like the
that.
wands. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then let me grab the water. Like it's Rider-Waite Smith, but it doesn't feel clone-ish. I like the color palette.
I do too. See, I'm loving the color differentiation. I
Me too.
love when decks do that. Like, not all the time, but
Yeah.
there is something to be said about being able to lay out those cards and see exactly what you have on the table right away. And I really love that.
Yeah, me too.
Can I just say my hot take? I'm not a huge fan of the quartz.
They're a little blah. And they all look
They
they're all
seem
doing the same
very
thing.
like they seem very basic and almost like they're the same face, just like different tones.
Yeah, they all have the same like expression.
Yeah,
At
there's
least on
a
the yeah, at least on the pentacles, I was just gonna say, because if we compare side by side to the swords and we look at the quartz, they definitely have a different set of expressions, but I will say the pentacles and cups both look grumpy as hell.
I
Like
mean,
we got
they're not exceptionally expressive in general.
no.
And like
No, I would agree.
I like expressive,
I
I
need to look at
guess.
the cups
I
again.
mean, I could
Yes, I
probably
see
show
it.
you like 12 decks that I have that are not expressive at all. But like at the same time, like looking at
Yeah.
this, I'm just like
Where's
I
the facial
love the
expressions?
vibrancy of everything else, but those three,
Court.
the page, the queen, and the king, just
Yeah.
all fall short for me.
Yeah, I think now that you're pointing that out, I'm like, oh yeah, because even these guys, yeah, the knights have a
The
lot of
knights are
personality, but
great.
mounted. But the page knight or sorry, page queen and kings in all of these are definitely, yeah, I don't love that. They all look angry to me. I think that's they all
Yeah,
look off, but they're all showing they're being pissed off different. Like the pentacles are pissed off, but they're like really stoic pissed
they're
off.
stoic. Yeah, they're just like
The swords look like they're like legit being sneaky as shit. The
yeah, or just like over it,
like they're gonna burn
same
something
as
down. They're just mad.
yeah, they're just like meh.
And then the cups are totally like repressed, which actually, when I think about that does kind of all
That
track.
does kind of
They do
track,
all look,
but
they do all look, they all look crabby. So that's the thing. Let me go back to the main page here so we can talk about the actual. Okay, so
in general, they're beautiful.
there's a large edition for 89 US, but there's also a standard edition with black edges for 59 US. Is this available now? It says dispatch within 5 days, but I thought it was still in pre-order status. So it says down here it's a pre-order, but then up here it says it's in stock. So now I don't know. Maybe this isn't even a pre-order. Maybe I broke my own rules, but it is an interesting deck.
It is. I like it
I like the
in
colors.
general. Is it for me? Probably not, but it's really, really pretty.
Yeah, and I've got to
There's
ask
just some element,
myself.
I'm telling you, sometimes the court cards, if they're like, I'm like,
Yeah, I mean, I do. That's the thing is like we look to those for the personality and the story. And if it's
yeah,
not there and you're not connecting to it, that can be tricky. I do agree. I think the thing for me is this. I feel like I have just gotten, I think it's going to be in my next recent deck roundup. I haven't worked with it yet, but I just got Lisa Hunt's Fairy Tale Tarot, the mass market edition.
oh
And I
yeah,
think about things like that, or like the Tarot of the Divine that are fairy tale, but they actually have story. And that can be like an up, like it can be a perk, but it can also be a drawback because you kind of want to study it and get to know it to understand every card. I think what this has going for it is like you don't need to necessarily know the stories to enjoy the whimsy of it.
exactly.
And I
There's like no,
love
it's like a
all the
no
art.
pressure fairy tale deck.
Yeah, it feels like that. You know what else is like that a little bit is the Once Upon a Time tarot. That's mass market, but that one you get actual fairy tales through the majors, and then this whimsy through the minors. So it's kind of like a hybrid of the two in a
Right.
way. But I'm wondering if I'd actually reach for this. Is kind of my very long-winded hot take.
Yeah, and I know for sure I probably wouldn't, you know?
Yeah.
I had, what is the divine one?
Tarot the Divine.
Tarot the Divine. I had that one. I ended up letting it go. Although I really love, I don't know why I did that. I kind of have regrets now that I'm saying it. Whatever. But I do have the Baba Studios Fairy Tale Tarot.
Oh yeah, that's beautiful. That's a beautiful one.
And I really deep dive into that one.
Yeah.
But I'm really considering the Lisa Hunt one because I really love her stuff. Like her Ghosts and Spirits deck is still one of my top. Like,
yeah,
I love that deck so much.
And the funny thing is, the reason I didn't get into Ghosts and Spirits is because I knew I was going to be getting Fairy Tale, and I was like, I don't think I can do both. But I think the included guidebook in that, I think, will give you enough. It will tell you, I think the story, it won't tell you it won't read the story to you, or it's not written in there, but it'll tell you where it came from, I think. So you can definitely deep dive if you want to. But so that's the thing. I think I'm looking at this, and I think my issue with all of the Taroteka Studios decks I've had before is every single one has been beautiful. And I've been so excited to get it in. And then for whatever reason, I just find myself not using them. Like I rehomed my Dark Mansion eventually, and same with Slavic Legends, and both were gorgeous decks, just beautiful.
Matter of fact, I recently used my Dark Mansion not long ago. But I'm going to be honest, I have not touched my Slavic one in a hot minute. And I love it's so beautiful. It's such a beautiful deck, but I have not used it.
It's so pretty though. It's so pretty. There is actually one more indie deck I want to share before we get into, and then you want to do Kickstarter, then mass market?
Sure.
Okay, cool. So this next one, I had never even heard of this.
How sweet.
Yeah, I think it was a Kickstarter, but now it is on indie pre-order. It's called Wild Woodland Oracle. There's 50 cards, but it's got this like storybook, like it literally feels like every kid's book ever.
Right?
I want to find more pictures.
It's like all bunnies.
It's like there's owl, fox. I guess there's a lot of bunnies. There's a lot of bunnies. I don't know. How do I get more pictures? Oh, let's go to the Kickstarter. Here. This is the old Kickstarter. This should have more pictures. Oh. So this was funded. When was it funded? Last updated. I don't know. Earlier. Somehow we missed it. Maybe it just didn't fall in our schedule.
Yeah, maybe so.
But I'm trying to find more can we get more pictures of the card? That's a creator. Look how nice she looks. Okay.
Look how sweet.
Okay, I want to get to the cards though. Oh, see, look. Doesn't that feel like storybook though?
So much so.
I love the vibe of this. Oh, here, we can play this. I'm gonna mute it though. Okay. This should show us some cards, maybe? Okay. So the box.
Oh, that's cute.
There's some little foil details. I love that. I don't know how people think of all these little things to do. Like it's so many things to try to figure out. Like my stuff's pretty basic, but like this is so well put together. Guidebook. Okay, I want to see the cards. Sarah, show us the cards. Excuse me. Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, I wish it didn't have the name of the deck on the back. I kind of hate that.
No.
This looks like it might be.
That's so cute. Goodness gracious.
Is it linen finish? Show us the card. Yes, we appreciate. I listen. I geek out on the production stuff too. I totally understand. But flip it over. Thank you. Wait, no, flip it over. Listen, flip it over. What is happening? Okay, well, we're not gonna. It wasn't happening. Okay. Oh, walk through 50 cards. Oh, if I would.
Oh shit. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna put this on fast speed for us.
2 times, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, and then we're gonna play it. I'm gonna make it big. Okay, there we go. Oh, hold on, I didn't mute it. Oh, it sounds like there's like.
Oh, that was cute.
Is it linen cardstock?
Or it doesn't look like it. It looks like matte or like a rose petal-y cardstock.
Yeah, I'll have to check in a minute. That is just so pretty. Oh, the squirrel.
Oh, that's so cute.
Oh my god, the cow. I love those cows.
I kind of wish they either all had a background or all didn't. I know that's so finicky.
Yeah, there is a flip back and forth between backgrounds and white space. I don't know that I need this. Like right now, I feel like I've got so many things that feel this like cute, cuddly vibe for me.
Wow, really reasonably priced.
Well, pound sterling, I'm trying to think. In Canadian, I think you have to double that at least.
Well, for us, that's a few dollars more. It'd probably be like 35, 30.
Oh, so that's not bad with the included guidebook and like 50
No, that's
cards.
what I'm saying. That's not a bad price.
Oh, that's good. I like that. Oh, here's where all the freaking. This is how I could have done it. There's where all the photos are. But anyway. And apparently there's a PayPal telling me I can buy now, pay later. I don't know how that works, but that's there.
That's on PayPal. You can split it into 4 sometimes.
Oh, well, that's cool. So yeah, that is called Wild Woodland Oracle, and that was our last indie deck. So, what about you? You're a pass on this one, yeah? I can kind of tell.
Yeah, I'm a pass on this one. I don't do much of these. Like I have I have the one from Three Trees, which I love. And I feel like that kind of touches that touches it.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
The only other one I have is oh shoot, hold on. It's right here.
Let me make you
Secrets of the Wandwood.
Oh, see, that one's also got that cuddly storybook.
It does. And so and it's got the rabbit. You know what I mean? Like, so
yeah.
I feel like for me, I already have those bases covered. But I do say, like, I would say if I didn't have those, I would probably go after this one. Just because I like the art so much. It's so pretty.
It's so pretty. And like the cards look like they might be a little bit big. That'd be the one other thing I would say is that they look like they might be like big.
The 3x5 or whatever.
Something. Yeah. I feel like I'm noticing that more now because I hurt my hand. So like now I like can't shuffle.
Which is the worst thing ever.
It's literally the worst. Well, no, it's not. I mean, there's so much worse, but like
there's so much worse. But it's like when you shuffle for a living, basically, as we do, like,
and when you love it like we do, that's the thing.
That's why I'm like, my poor decrepit hands, be gentle.
Yeah, you have to care for them.
Care for my hands. Like I currently have this like nasty scrape. I'm like, it burns. It hurts. Like I just noticed it more on my hands. Like you could have scraped me anywhere else.
And you'd be fine. Yeah. It's funny because like it started out with just this hand hurting. This is the hand I fell on. But this one now hurts a little bit. And I'm like, what's going on? And Peggy's like, you're probably overcompensating on one side, or like I'm probably doing things different just because this one's hurt. I'm like, okay, whatever, man. Well, let's see if we can be tempted by any Kickstarters. You remember Little Odd, yeah?
I remember Little Odd. I had that one.
Okay. Graveyard looks like messages on gravestones, which is actually really cute.
Oh, that's really cute.
Scroll and find it. So these are like cute little. This is actually kind of adorable. I don't tend to use a lot of decks with just words like. Oh my god, I love the.
Me neither. It's not something that I use in my practice, so that would be an immediate probably nope for me. But this is cute as shit.
I love it. Be grateful. Is it worth the fight? Oh, that's a good one. Tell your story.
No shame in crying. Oh, I like that.
Don't wait for the afterlife when you can do it now. This is all actually kind of relevant to the idea of being through a graveyard. Like, what if people put messages on their stones for like what they wish? Maybe
I like that idea.
You know what I mean?
Yes, because one of them says, "Tell your story before you or while you can."
Yeah, it almost
a little further up. Like that's so.
Like, yeah,
Under the oops.
What's under the oops? Yeah, tell your story while you can, or breathe. It's like almost like epitaphs, but the kind you write yourself. Like, what do I want people to see when they come by my gravestone? That's actually kind of sweet. Tune into reality. Don't fear the ending. Oh, you can't take the physical to the afterlife. This is actually really good.
It's really good.
Even when it rains. Sometimes the dark is safer. Oof.
Oh, wow.
Dance your bones away. Look where you've come from and imagine where you'll go. Take your time to mourn. It's really lovely.
That surprised
me. I saw the words and I was like, it's words. But then I'm like,
I know, but like now I'm like, oh my god, do I need this?
How many cards though? This is usually where I will get myself out of trouble. If it's not enough cards, I'm usually good. Let's see. Oracle deck. Wait, does it tell us how many cards? Was that all of them? It might be. I don't know how many that was. Oh, here we go. 40 cards.
40 cards.
It's not enough. I need more. I'm a greedy. I almost said I'm a greedy whore. I guess I can say that. It's my channel. I'm a greedy whore.
Yeah, it's your channel.
I want so many cards. I feel like that could totally be expanded into more for sure. But it is very cute. The backs are adorable. Do you see
the backs are adorable.
Yeah, it's really cute. It's really
they
cute.
are square, which I mean.
Oh yeah.
Little Odd Tarot is cute as all get out. I used it for quite a while, but I kept going back to my other black and white deck, so I ended up passing it along. But
that's what happened to me too. I love the world though, with the door closing and the other door and opening. I love that so much.
So good.
You were saying about it being a square. Do you have a hard time with square decks because they can turn and then because that bugs the shit out of me if they turn and then you can't.
Oh man. I'm like I'm on the struggle bus with regular cards turning on me. Like the last thing I need is for them to be up, down, sideways. Like, listen, up and down is enough for me to be like, why am I doing this to myself?
I get so tilted. Like, why is it just not the way I want it to be? But I could see this being super cute, okay, especially if you have Little Odd or if you're curious about like working with them together. They do look like they would harmonize really nicely together. Both.
But man, I have like 12 decks that I could probably put this next to and just be
the little gravestones.
Yes.
Like, you know what this would also look cute with is anything by oh my gosh, I can picture like the Antique Anatomy. I know this creator's name.
But at the same time, like I would probably put this with, we talked about the Dark Mansion Tarot. I could probably put that beside the Dark Mansion Tarot. It'd be really cute.
It'd be cute next to Dark Mansion for sure. It'd be cute.
All our little Halloween decks, you know?
Yeah. Oh yeah, this would be really cute next to Silver Acorn Tarot. Even like, honestly, even like the Vampire Tarot, like,
yes,
like this is the lesson I'm bringing from my
from the afterlife. Yes.
Yeah. Oh my god. Okay. Well, that's really fun. I didn't even look at prices. Hold on. Let me just see. Maybe it's like really.
It's a good price. I think it's like $30. I don't know if that's Canadian or US. Oh, it's US, $30.
Yeah. Now, what if you wanted both Little Odd and like if you want the bundle, that's 80 US, which for a full tarot plus
I mean, that's not bad.
Really good. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. But the little oracle, I feel like that's fairly priced. $30 for 40 cards. And that's really cute. I'm gonna keep it saved. I don't know. I'm trying to think like, will I reach? It's the square gives me pause a little bit.
I know that's like the only thing. And I mean, I really don't know if she could have done it in any other way. It fits so well in the square. If it would be long, I think it would look odd.
Yeah, I think so too. Still, really cute. Super happy. Oh, how long do you have? I don't think you have very long. I should have led with that. Okay,
6 days to go.
But wait, our video is supposed to come out on Tuesday, so you're gonna have like less than 24 hours from the time this video hits my channel. So
you want it, get it now.
Yeah, and I will point out she's not funded yet, so she's not even halfway. So if this one caught your attention, there's still time to get the word out and get it some attention. But and maybe if it doesn't meet the goal, she'll relaunch with a slightly lower goal if she can. But if she's trying to print both, that's pretty
hefty.
Yeah, it costs a lot because you got to do a minimum amount of both decks. So definitely throw some support towards this campaign if it's interesting to you.
Absolutely.
See if we can get it funded. But yeah, there's not a lot of time, unfortunately, when this video came out. She actually reached out to me right before we would have normally done our December one, but December got away from us, and me specifically got away from me.
Damn.
Because December. But yeah, either way, I hope that this gets some attention because it's real cute.
If not, I hope she redoes it, you know?
Me too. I hope she relaunches. I think she might have done that with Little Odd too. I think it was a little bit quiet for the first attempt, and then she came back. So
keep an eye on it. Yeah.
So this one was really, really, really requested, and Danny and I just started like looking at this and talking about it a little bit. I noticed a couple things that made me personally a little bit uncomfortable. So I'm just going to point those things out. One, I'm not seeing any physical pictures of the product, like no prototypes, no samples. It's all mock-ups, which made me a little uncomfortable. Like it all says visualization of the coins, but there doesn't seem to be like a physical prototype of the product yet, which for me is already a bit of a screech, put on the brakes kind of moment.
Yeah, because we want to see what it actually is going to look like, because showing, and like, I'll just kind of jump in here, showing what it should look like versus what the metal can actually do is kind of two totally different things.
Yeah. The other thing that gave me pause, because I normally won't cover stuff that does this on the channel, if I feel like there's possibly an IP, by which I mean intellectual property, potential blurry line, like if something's like not licensed, but it's a fandom thing, I typically don't cover those, as I've mentioned in the comments in my community tab before. This one, they say that they are basing it's inspired by specifically this circular edition of the Tarot Original 1909, which I believe is a US Games release.
Yeah, and this is by Sasha Graham is the one that created this out of the RWS.
Out of the RWS. What bothers me about this is that, yes, as we know, the original Pam A, or whatever I think it is, the 1909 Pamela artwork, is out of copyright, I believe. But then US Games put out a circular edition, and they're saying they based this on this edition. And I don't love that. That makes me feel kind of weird. Like, you could have just done your own circular crops of the art, of the original art. And so the fact that they're specifically saying on the campaign page that that's what they based it on, to me, doesn't make me feel great. So for me, this is a pass. There's not enough of a demonstration of the physical product at all. And the video doesn't show us that. All the pictures say that they are 3D visualizations. There's no physical prototype. So for me, I would say I would not be comfortable.
I think it would be different if the circular ones were literally just Pixie's artwork, but there is extensions. Like, you can see it right there in the High Priestess, where there are...
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, where there are an expansion of the artwork, and I feel like that's where Sasha's stuff came in. Now, I don't know who put this out. Maybe Sasha had rights to it, and they use that, but it is expanded in the same exact way that Sasha's is expanded. And so that's where I think that gray area comes in for me.
And actually, that's way less gray for me now, because you're absolutely right. It's kind of like the decks where other artists have done this too. They've taken Pamela's artwork and they've created a different shape. And in doing that, they've literally done line drawing to extend the artwork out. And you are correct. The High Priestess, I didn't even notice that. Pamela's original artwork doesn't go that wide. So that is hand drawn. That is somebody else's work that is now being engraved into these coins. And it does not appear that that is with anybody's permission. So boom, that's it right there. That's what I was trying to articulate. Like, it just feels funny because, like, here's the original type of art where you can see how it's cropped. And so the only way to get those expansions is to either draw it yourself or copy somebody else who's done it. And here it's a copy. So I don't like that. That doesn't feel good to me. So for me, this is a pass. I say no.
Yeah. And I mean, a lot of people use Pixie's art. I mean, I myself have redrawn. And like, I've redrawn and I put them on my tarot bags and stuff, but I physically drew it. It's me and Pixie, babe.
Me,
well, it's me and my girl.
Once it's out of copyright, you can take that original artwork and you can do derivative work from it. Like, that is, as far as I know, not a lawyer. I'm not giving legal advice, but
at me.
As far as I know, that is completely okay once it's out of copyright. But yeah, taking an existing product where that has been expanded and just turning it into another product, no. Now, if they've got permission, maybe they do. If
maybe they do.
Totally cool.
I'll say this. Do your homework on these. Yeah. Whatever you feel comfortable. In the same way that, AI, a lot of people throw like, this is AI, I'm never using it. Okay. That's completely fine. That's absolutely fine. And I respect that. But just do your homework first. You know what I mean? Like, and do whatever's comfortable for you. If you don't have a problem with it, that's totally fine. If you do, don't.
We're all going to have different lines in the sand over different issues. And that's completely valid. Like, my line on IP stuff is very close to me. Like, I do very much not like to blur that line too much, but that's, again, a personal take. Some people are going to be different. Phantom Queen Tarot. Complete 78 tarot and guidebook inspired by the Morrigan. This has got 48 days to go. You got lots of time. It's a long campaign, but it's also not even close to its funding goal yet. So keep an eye on this one if you're interested. But let's take a look at some cards. I'm opening a new tab. I don't specifically have Morrigan stuff in my practice, but
me either. But this is beautiful.
I have to say, I love the color theming.
Me too.
Look at this magician, this like silhouette business.
Are these layered onto photographs?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure that out right now. I feel like it's photos. with
what is the lovers? I can't tell what that is. It's hand fasting. Okay.
Yeah, it's hand fasting. Yeah, it seems to be like digitally drawn elements layered over, I'm just guessing, layered over photos. I don't love the borders on this. I feel like they kind of make the artwork feel cramped. If this were borderless and had this exact same art, I think it would really open it up quite a bit. That's the majors.
The world is like, I don't know. Everything else seems to go its own way, and it's just like that world stands out to me.
It does stand out. I want to see the minor arcana. That's my struggle. It looks like there's some pentacles here and some, let me open this up big. Let's just see. Yeah, there's some pentacles, some swords. It's very pippish through the minors though. Kind of. It's kind of pippish.
Kind of. I don't know if this is quite for me. I like the palette. I like the colors. Like I like that. But I don't think this is one for me. I don't know how much I like the silhouettes on like photorealistic backs.
I do sometimes find that clashy. It's hard to layer something else in with photo in like distinct layers like this and not have it like sit funny for me. I think it's really well done. It looks like it's cohesive and well thought out. I'd like to see more of the minors on the actual campaign page though. I wish they did that. But beyond that, interesting. But like I said, the Morgan's not in my practice, so I wasn't very invested in this to begin with.
Right. But, and I mean, same. If this would have been maybe Hecate or even Persephone, I would have probably looked at it much different.
Okay. So if you're interested in that one, you have until Thursday, March 6th. So I hope she reaches her funding goal though.
For sure.
Yay. You ready for the next one? I know you're going to have some thoughts. All right.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
Okay.
Everyone wants to know what you think of this one.
Everybody's been, listen, if I could tell you how many emails and DMs I got about this, girl.
Yeah.
For me, I really had high hopes. The art is done by Cajun artists. However, it doesn't flow with a lot of the things that I wanted to see in a Cajun deck. Even like
I feel like it's like your unicorns. Like
it is my unicorn. I'm like, it's gotta be it. And I just don't feel like it touches in the same way that I want it to touch. And like some of the things that have been altered to like fit, like I don't like Evangeline for the star, like I don't know. It doesn't flow in the way that I wish it flowed. And that's not to say that it's not this, that, or the other, but being from here and loving my Cajun culture so much.
You're gonna have thoughts, yeah.
I'm gonna have thoughts. I don't think some of the things or some of the placements align. I don't think, and that's again, this is a personal thing.
I will say just like I don't have a lot of skin in the game on this, but I will just point out for me, what I don't like is the layout. I don't like there's something about the font paired with
it's hard to read, and I don't like the thing at the bottom. Like I'm not really sure with the Derek. I mean, like again, like I don't know. I want it to be perfect. With the accordions and the fiddles, it seems like I don't really care for that either.
Yeah, is fiddles like? Do you know? Is it wands? Do you happen to know?
I'm assuming it would be wands. I don't know what the accordions are supposed to like. I don't know what it's supposed to be, and I think that's another issue, is that I can't automatically tell even from the pictures, and there's not a whole lot of pictures. Like the fiddles, if that's supposed to be the wands, like I don't see it, and like there's something about it being accessible for everyone else as well.
Yeah, if you have to know everything about it to use it, the cost of admission is quite high from what you have to learn.
Nobody's going to pick it up and know automatically.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, I mean, I think it's cool that it's out there, but like for me, right away, there's only like 5-6 cards on your page. Like I'm not backing it. Like I need to see way more examples of you being further along.
And I don't know how far, like I see some of the stuff that's posted like locally, whatever, but like There might be more done, but like that needs to be represented in order, again, to understand where it's going. And just seeing 2 suits and knowing like the accordions and the fiddles, like, is it just music? Like, there's so much more to the Cajun culture than that. You know what I mean? So like, I don't know. I don't know, and I can't speak on it. I can just say that just from what I've seen, it's just not for me, because I know that when I'm looking for a tarot, number 1, there are certain things that I look for, and I don't find that it touches those certain things. And number 2, if I'm looking for something Cajun, listen, I want to see certain things. Now, I know they're supposed to have the traiteur in there, but instead of the traiteurs, it's something different. There's no Momo and Papa. They name something different. I'm like Nanan. I'm like, no. That's Momo. Oh. That's Papa.
Yeah.
That's that Cajun. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are certain things I want to see.
Yeah, and if it deviates, that totally makes sense. Also, just from a cardstock snob standpoint, I will just highlight this very quickly. The cardstock is supposed to be 300 GSM. S30 grade cardstock is, I believe, a make playing cards designation. I could be wrong, but 300 GSM is going to feel real thin for what we're used to. Like, I don't mind a thin cardstock. It is a blue core. That's going to feel like a playing cardstock, but like not like a high, like not like a casino grade stock, if you know what I mean. So it is going to feel quite thin. I got a 300 GSM cardstock deck once, and I was like, oh no. I did not like it. It felt very thin. And like, I love a 310 black core, 330 black core. 300, it's just that little bit less, and you can really tell, in my opinion. So that's my hot take. Like I said, this wouldn't have tempted me just because it doesn't have any connection to me, or I don't feel drawn to it artistically. But yeah, really, really excited that you got to share your thoughts on that, because I was like, so many people are going to want to know. And this was unexpected. It's historical.
Are you kidding?
Is this not the funniest thing you've ever seen?
Why do I love this so much? Do you know I had pigeons when I was growing up?
No, I did not know. Are you kidding?
My grandpa had a pigeon coop. We had pigeons, and they were like my best friends. And I would go and I would play with my pigeons. But you see, it was traumatic, because we're going to go with traumatic story, and then we're going to palate cleanse it. But I got to tell this story, because I'll never forget it in my whole life, because I love those pigeons so much. I loved those pigeons.
No, my heart is breaking for you already.
So I'm about 5, maybe 6. I'm little. Okay.
Yeah.
And my mom and them were at my grandma and them's house. And so I was like, oh, I'm going to play with my pigeons. So I go to the back and I open that pigeon coop. And when I opened that door, there was a snake wrapped around one of my pigeons. And I nearly had a whole conniption fit. It was the most terrifying thing I've ever seen in my life. I was devastated.
Of course.
I was devastated. I'll never forget, like, my grandpa and my dad come running, because I'm way in the back of the property at the pigeon coop, and I am just full on hollering, just out of my mind. But pigeons are the best animals ever. And like, it's so tragic, because like, they're domesticated animals. Like, they were like domesticated animals, and like, people just set them free, and now they're like trash birds, and it makes me love them even more. I've always been a trash kind of girl.
I love you so much. I just saw that, it just melted my heart immediately, and it looks like the person who did this, I haven't even read anything, but as soon as I saw the picture, I'm like, this looks like somebody who's literally like encountered and like engaged with pigeons. It's just so cute. This is like, is this like a Mary?
Mary.
I don't even know what to do with this. I don't. And this is one that looks like a Care Bear. It's like Cheer Bear if it was a pigeon, like, and blue. But like,
oh my god, it's like Vincent Van Gogh as a pigeon. Are you kidding me? Robin Hood.
Oh my god. Wait, is that what it does the whole way through? Is it like being other things but also a pigeon? We need to read. I don't know, but like, this one's reading a book. Like this one has human arms. I don't like that. I don't like that.
Okay, that creeps me out. But everything else, I'm like kind of obsessed. What am I even gonna do with this deck? I don't know, but
I don't know. But it
makes me want pigeons so bad. I'm like, I love my cats, but like, I want a pigeon now. I need my pigeons back.
So this deck is being created. So this is we're Mort, Em, and Chris, 3 best friends who have been rescuing pigeons together for years. Over time, we've come to know so many of these beautiful birds, and they have become our closest friends, teachers, and spiritual guides. Their wisdom, patience, and resilience have shaped our lives in ways we could never have imagined. And then it says, "Hello, Squab Squad." I don't know. Most of the time, if I see like a single animal deck like this, I'm like, no, y'all, it's not for me, because they never end up being for me. But I just thought this was so fun.
That is the most fun. If y'all like pigeons, go back this. Like, this is awesome.
Fun. I hope they hit their goal. It's actually really cute. Anyways, you have until Thursday, February 13th. So you actually got quite a bit of time still. It closes at 4 p.m. PST. They're not anywhere near like who this needs to reach the pigeon lovers out there. Just share it with anybody you know.
Share it with anyone who loves pigeons. They don't need to read tarot. Just share this. This has to be made. I mean, they save pigeons, you guys. They save pigeons. Like,
help the pigeon savers to reach their goal. Like, oh my God. How wholesome was that? I was just like, after all the things, like we've seen so much, I feel like come out, and like things like this, just like they make my heart happy, because these are people who just legitimately love what they do and want to like just make a thing, and that's what Kickstarter's for. Like, you know what I mean? I just love seeing it like that in a sea of like all the like quick get a buck stuff you see on Kickstarter is just so heartwarming. Okay, so we've got mass market. I almost forgot. Danny had to remind me. She's like, wait, don't we have mass market? Yes, we do. Yes, we do have mass market. Hexen 2.0 tarot. This looks too smart for me. I'm just going to say that. But let's take a look. Do you know this deck? I feel like this is a re-release.
No, but like it definitely it gives me like Oracle of the, what is it? The Radiant Sun? Oracle of the Radiant Sun vibes, like the old alchemy looking artwork kind of vibes.
What is all
this
over
probably
the
looks
box?
Too smart for me too. I don't know if I'm all up in this.
Info leaking,
government,
encrypted, cyber war net. What is this? Okay, we're gonna find out. I tried to just ask my Google what cybernetic meant, and it started talking, and I realized that nothing it was saying made sense to me. So I'm gonna say this: Google cybernetic. I'm telling you right now, this deck is already too smart. Babe, do you know what cybernetic means?
Well, it's got to be like, it's got to be something with internet, like cyber stuff. Like,
it's like Heike just said more or less. Okay, so what's the less?
Less is like,
can you hear her?
Cybernetic is like if you have like an artificial arm, that would be like considered cybernetic. Cybernetics is the study of like robotics.
Legitimately makes me think of the Terminator. It says it features 78 alchemical, so you were good on that. Drawings that depicts the interconnected histories of the computer and the internet.
The internet. Yeah, I was thinking, like, it's got to have something to do with like the cyber world in some way, shape, or form.
It says these are sci-fi, scientific projections of the future, government and military research. This is too smart for me. Is there other pictures of it though anywhere? That's what I want to know. I'm going to go Google it right now.
It returns. Renowned for its unique vision and prophetic themes, it returns in a highly anticipated new edition. So yeah, this is a second. Okay. It's a rare tarot deck that was out of print for over a decade.
Okay, I'm gonna toggle over to Google image search so you can see what I'm seeing. But this is a vibe.
Okay.
This is way out of my league on so many
many levels. Like,
but I feel like
this is not where I take tarot. I will say this is not at all where I take tarot. But some people love quantum computer. Like, I can't take it there. I can't take it there.
But I would guess because this is a re-release, you all can definitely find, I'm sure, some walkthroughs out on YouTube or people totally geeking out on this stuff, because it looks like there's a lot of that went into it. But like, it makes my brain hurt. I'm sure there's a whole group of y'all out here who are like so freaking excited
screaming
right now.
at us,
so
like,
sorry, I'm not one of them.
No, so dumb. Like, listen, it's just not our forte. Too cool for school for me.
It's due out February 1st. Oh, who's the publisher? Oh, Cosmogenesis. Who the hell is that? Cosmogenesis.
All right, Cosmogenesis, go ahead.
All right. Okay. $49.95 US. That's kind of pricey. Is it going to be like on linen or something? Or is it just expensive?
I mean, I
almost wonder if it's like self-published.
I don't know. I was about to say, because this was an out-of-print deck that like is coming back, it might just be just like a rare printing or something. I don't know.
I mean, I will just call out like some validation for your Oracle of the Radiant Sun, because look at what it suggests. Customers who bought this also bought. It would pair really nicely with the Oracle of the Radiant Sun, I feel like. And that might actually balance out some of that like really like modern circuitry, computery technology kind of energy with something like astrology. Could really maybe bring some balance in, perhaps. So just a thought. If you're interested in this, maybe grab that. This is the last one in the series, Seasons of the Witch Astara. The last one?
I think this is the last one.
For the oracles. They're working on a tarot. Did you know that? The Seasons of the Witch tarot. Yeah, they're totally working on a tarot.
Oh, I'm excited about that. I have 3 of these. I need to get on my collecting because I need the other ones, but I don't have them.
I really enjoy working with these a lot. I just find
they're
them
so
really
good.
I use them now. They're kind of now have become an anchor in my bedtime practice. I pull one of these, tap into the seasonal energies as just part of my before I go to sleep pull, and it just worked really well that way.
I love the imagery. Those egg basket things, the germination. I love that. I love it.
I do like this. Ostara themes and areas. So they do this at the beginning of every deck. They always tell you what the main themes are through the whole deck, so you kind of know what the vibe is, which I think is really great. And I will point out, like, it's Seasons of the Witch, but this doesn't feel, not all of them feel super witchy to me, but they definitely feel real tapped into the energy of the season. And I love that about it. I feel like it can carry me through the whole year. So I'm excited to add this to my collection. I will not be pre-ordering it because I don't know what is happening with Amazon and pre-orders.
I don't pre-order from Amazon.
But I just don't anymore. I just wait. I just wait. But excited to snap it up when it comes in for sure. But it's due out February 4th and it's currently listed at around $22, but list price is $24.95. So like you're only saving like $1 or $2 to pre-order. So like I say when it comes out, snap that puppy up for sure. This next one is not a deck, but I am very intrigued. It's an artist guide to tarot, illustrating the arcana with expert artists. So if I am not mistaken, it's a hardcover book. It's due out February 4th. And my impression of it, I did read this. This is like a real cold take, but I read this whole write-up. And it sounds like to me, it's really geared towards exploring the art of tarot and like literally maybe even speaking to artists about the symbology and like why certain choices were made. Like, so I'm going to pull up the reading sample so you can kind of see. So it does go through the entire deck, not just the majors. I was concerned. Sometimes books like this come out and you're like, is it just majors? Like, what's the story? But there is some sample pages here. And it's like, it has all of the original Pamela Coleman Smith artwork, but you're also going to get the history of tarot art, and you're going to get examples from Marseille decks, modern tarot and tarot art today, and like kind of comparing and contrasting, that sort of thing.
Oh, wow.
Look, that's from one of Sasha Graham's deck. That's Dark Wood. This to me is really interesting. I feel like it's a book that's going to cover like, there's been a couple books kind of like this, but this feels more substantial. Like I've seen other books come out that like talk about examples of modern decks and tarot art and stuff that's kind of come through, but this feels like it's going to be that and a lot of words. Like it's going to have a lot of exploration. Yeah, and I think it's an interesting topic because there's a lot of people now that make decks, and like this might be a good book to refer to think about like what symbology was important to different artists who made different decks. That's what I'm hoping it gets into. So I'm keeping my eyes on this. I might scoop this one up. I don't know. That
sounds really interesting. That is really beautiful. I'm curious to see once it comes out, like what people have to say about it, about what's in it, like what substance. Like I want to hear like what's really in there, you know?
Totally. Okay. Let me pop up our next one. So this, we're going to have to look at a couple different links, but let me put it up on the screen. This is called Dracones Loqui. This is by Raven Phelan. And it is a circular deck that is dragon themed, as I understand.
Hard pass.
Let me see if I can pull. Wow, wait, what was it? Tell me.
Hard pass. Number one, circles are always like listen, I have my archetypes deck, but like even that's pushing it. I complain about it every time I use it, and I use it, I swear to God, all the time.
Really?
Number two, the simplistic art And like what I'm seeing thus far,
not a fan.
Not a fan. I would not use this deck. Like, and that's just me being like, that's just my hot take. Like, I don't.
That's what we're here for. We're here for your hot take. Yeah, it is kind of.
No.
It looks like sigils on cards to me.
Yeah, it's just like sigils. I don't.
So Raven Falan is the creator behind the. Oh gosh, why am I drawing a blank? Dreams of Gaia tarot.
Right.
And I remember her guidebook just being really, really incredible. So somebody sent the link for us, and I'm so sorry I did not write your name down. I should have. That would have been the classy thing to do. I am not classy. Let me share this. Thank you for sending it, though. I appreciate it so much, so we could show a little bit more. This is an example of like the guidebook entries. So you have an affirmation for each card, and then it has Lux shines, Terra speaks, and Umbra growls. There's this sort of like three realms kind of interpretation. There's like the sort of, you know, the light, the earthly, or the in the midst of it, and then there's the shadow. I like the depth of that. I like the way this is built.
I really like how much you're getting.
But
it's just the card. It's like the art just does not speak to me.
Yeah.
And it's round, which is like, I can look past the round if I got something else to hold on to, but like just this plain sigil with the dragon heads all around, like,
it's not happening.
Immediately go to jail. Like, can't do it.
Can't do it. The sad thing is Raven Flan's artwork is absolutely incredible. The artwork can be incredible. And so I think I'm just bummed that it's just more sigil-y looking.
I think that's what it is. So for me, it wouldn't even be a good accompaniment because I don't really have anything that feels like that.
Yeah. I just, it's funny because it's like, yeah, it's like the substance of it really excites me, but the visuals are not.
I love the substance, but for me, visual is such a huge part of my practice. And like, sometimes I just can't get over it.
Yeah, you're like, this is not, because I would never reach for it. And that's the thing I've got to remind myself. Like, I can like the substance all day long. That was actually one of my issues with Dreams of Gaia. As much as I love it, I wasn't ever reaching for it. The visuals in that, this was kind of the reverse, sort of. It wasn't so much the art. The art was beautiful. It was that there was so much changed about the tarot that it like threw me every time.
Yeah.
But I have Messenger and Secret combined in like a customized oracle. I made a video about that ages ago. I still love and use that deck all the time.
Yeah.
So I love her artwork and I love her depth in her books. But yeah, this one is an iffy one for me too. Monday, February 10th is when it's due out, if you're curious, and $32.95 US. So here we have, this is actually requested by Krista, which is so fun. This is the Oracle of Daydreams and Moonbeams, and look at how freaking cute this is.
Krista always comes with the cutest, most cozy things.
This looks like it would be real cute. Oh, there's a whole sample page of Falling to Wonderland. Let go of the need for certainty and jump with both feet into the wild unknown. Be willing to go in a brand new direction where no one else has ever been. Forge your own spiraling path, one step and one adventure at a time. Well, I love that. Oh, look how
cute.
That is a giant swamp, but it's fun. Merboy's best friend. I love that it's a little boy.
Jack and Jill, Red and the Wolf, Peter Pan.
This is really cute.
But do they have anything that goes with like
what do you mean?
Like, does it just like, okay, if it just says Jack and Jill, like,
oh, it's just titles and not
Pan, if it's just Glinda the Good.
Yeah, that's actually a problem for me from reading. 46 cards. Like, it's not too thin.
But it's so cute.
I need keywords.
I do need keywords. Cards. I mean, I could come up with a ton of stuff for Peter Pan, you know, a ton of stuff for stuff like that, Glinda. But like, really cute, I guess the where it comes is like we have Fall into Wonderland. We don't just have Alice, you know. We have Daydreamer, and you know, but then stuff just like Ghost Girl
that doesn't do it. I know it's like Starlight Wish. I can totally
even the Merboy's best friends. Like I can still vibe with that.
Yeah.
But you see, it's like Red and the Wolf, Jack and Jill, Peter Pan.
Yep. There's Little Mermaid up there, I think. And that's the thing is it says it's basically based on fairy tales and fables. Yeah, fables, fantasy, and folklore. So yeah, I feel like this is really cute. I was looking at when I was just looking at it visually. I was like, well, this would actually be really fun and maybe bring a touch of sweetness. Like when I'm working with my Nicoletta Ciccoli or something, might be a kind of a neat pairing to balance it a bit. Because you can use Ciccoli with Ciccoli, but it can be a lot. You know what I mean?
that could be a lot.
This might be a really soft accompaniment, but I'm real picky on oracles. If it's a title and not a keyword, I'm like out every time. Every time. And it's not the fault of the creator. It's just not for me. When there's no keyword. I need keywords, people. I need keywords.
I like
keywords. Yeah. So
I mean, I would say I either need keywords or I need nothing at all on the card.
Yeah. Like if it, yeah. Let me like just to completely explore. But see, my thing is I'll read a title and I want to know what it means. So if it's not really obvious, I'm like, but what did you intend? Like, what are you trying to highlight? What's the main point? Because I can work with the imagery, but I like to know that other layer of like, what's the intention?
If it's there, I'm going to want to know.
Yeah, same.
If it's not there, I don't care.
Yeah.
As much, you know?
I don't think there was anything on today's list that was like, gotta have it, major temptation for me. You?
None.
No, eh?
None.
We'll keep our eyes peeled. There's some good stuff out there, though. I really want to see the Pigeon Tarot come to life.
I will say that brought me the most joy.
I love that we got a pigeon story, even if it was a sad pigeon story.
It was so sad, but
you absolutely don't like snakes, though. It makes
no, I don't like snakes.
You were traumatized by a snake at 5 years old.
Yeah,
it's terrible.
It was awful. That's why I don't like snakes.
Yeah.
Sorry, not that trash noodle. No, trash noodle. Danger noodles. Danger noodles for sure.
Oh boy. Wow. Thank you for letting me kidnap you for nearly 2 hours and completely wrecking your voice.
It's fine.
You might need extra honey. I'm wrecking my own voice, so I'm like, I know it must have been hard on yours. So you were a trooper. Thank you so much. I hope the hot toddy helped. Thank you for hanging out with me. As always, everybody, please do remember that we put one of these out about once a month. And so I always do a call out for what y'all want to hear us chit chat about. And so keep an eye out for that post to come out next month. And make sure if you are not already subscribed to Miss Danny Mystic, her links are all down below. Go please subscribe over there and show her some love. She makes lots of amazing content. And yeah, right after actually, when this comes out, I will be 1 day from heading out. I can't wait. So when you see this, Danny and I are literally like a couple days away from meeting in person for the first time. So we're so close. We're like counting the sleeps now. It's incredible. I cannot wait. So it's gonna go by so fast, but we're gonna take pictures or something. So
we're gonna do something.
Anyway. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for hanging, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do all the things, and we will talk to you later. Bye.